Hi there, I'm Martha Van Dam, and this is Living Beyond, and this is our second video talking about things that we can put in place. This today will be 5 more things that we can put in place to help our mental health. This is because May is Mental Health Month in the States, and we're talking about mental health. So 5 more things that we can do that can help strengthen our own mental health. Number 6 is get outside. Find a way to get outside regularly. There's almost something magical about how different life can feel when we're outside for a little while. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, here in Florida, when it gets to be July and August, I'm going to have a hard time spending much more than 5 minutes out here. But you know what I am going to do? When it gets to be that hot, I'm going to find some place I can go a little north of here to get outside a little more frequently. What can you do to be outside? It doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be big. Today I happened to be sitting outside during my lunch break, enjoying this beautiful sunshine, the low humidity, the breeze. I had my lunch out here. So today I've been able to spend a little bit longer than usual, but it can be done, just that we grab a minute to sit outside. So find a way to get outside. Number 2, sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? Because if you're not getting enough sleep, there is no way that your mind can be as healthy as it can be. There's no way that you can be performing to peak performance if you're not getting enough sleep. And I'm not sure what you'll need to do. We can talk in another video. We can do a whole video just on sleep hygiene, the things that you can do. But for right now, you need to be asking yourself, am I getting enough sleep? If I am not getting enough sleep, then what do I need to do to help improve that? And remember that the idea of getting enough sleep does not start the second we crawl in bed. It starts in the couple of hours before, as we're getting our body and our mind ready for the routine of sleep and putting things in place that make sleep the easiest for us. So we can do a whole video on that, we will. But for right now, make sure that assess your sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? What about food? What are the foods that you're eating? We also could spend weeks talking about how food impacts our mental health, but there is an incredibly strong connection between our gut and our brain, incredibly strong. And we're discovering now more and more about that. So take a look at your diet. If you find that you really are getting more than maybe you think is healthy for you, having fried foods, processed foods, sugar, white things, white flour, white rice, things like that. I'm not saying those things are horrible and bad. What I'm saying is be sure that you're having them in moderation. And perhaps this would be a good time during Mental Health Month when we're assessing these things. Maybe this would be a good time for you to say, what's one change I could make? Just one change I could make that might help my body support my brain in a way that I'm healthier. Next one, 6, 7, 8, 9, spending times with friends and family. We need to be part of community. We are wired, we are designed to be connected with other people. We desire in our heart of hearts connection. Now, you may be like me, and you may say, oh, no, I'm a strong introvert. I don't need people. I am also a very strong introvert. So I understand you and I hear you. And if I'm around people too much, I get exhausted and depleted very, very quickly. But I will still say, I know that we are wired for connection. Connection with other people can lift us up as long as it's not tiring us out too much. If you're an extrovert, then being around other people can almost be vital for your sense of well-being. So making sure that you are spending at least some time in some sort of community with people that you feel like you can trust and you can laugh with and that you can be connected in some way or another. And last one for today, creative, inspiring and growing a sense of creativity in ourselves. When we are opening ourselves up enough to allow creativity to happen, then our mind is firing up on all cylinders. It is growing and it is opening. So, what are you doing in your life that involves a little bit, even just a little bit of creativity? Do you write? Do you sew? Do you paint? Do you garden? Do you quilt? Do you knit? Do you crochet? Do you play a musical instrument? Do you create graphic arts? Do you refinish furniture? What are things that you like to do or would like to learn to do that involve being creative? Please, please spend a little time thinking about that. I think that's one piece of mental health that we don't think about a lot. We may not connect it. And so think about that for yourself. What could you be doing that feeds your sense of creativity, that allows creativity to come out of you? And I don't want to hear you saying, oh, but I'm not creative. Not true. We all have, as part of our brains, the ability to create. It just may look different for each one of us. So think about times that you allowed your mind to try a new thing. You allowed your mind to grow in a new way. Those very likely were times that you were allowing creativity to have its place. If you still can't come up with ideas and ways for creativity to flourish, Google things to be creative with. How can I be creative? What are things that are creative? And see what things pop up for you. But for sure, spend time growing that sense of creativity. So for the last 5 for today was number 6, be outside. Number 7, get good solid sleep. Number 8, be sure that your food is something that feeds your brain and doesn't exhaust it and gunk it up. Number 9, spend time with family and friends, growing that community of connection. And number 10, cultivate creativity in your world. So here's 5 more things that can help you have good and strong mental health. So here's to strong mental health. We all have minds. We want them to be healthy. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.